when people contact you via your website, via your contact form, you're probably just happy that you get the inquiry. But there's a much bigger picture than that, and that's having the ability to see them at a granular level so you can work out what types of marketing are getting the people to those forms and filling them in. So I'm going to show you an example of what you should do, followed by a couple you shouldn't, and then how to track it. So here I've got a contact form on this website. I've pre-filled it already, and I click on submit. What you'll see when it's submitted, it goes to a /thank you page and it has a message in it. Gives them a commitment, they're going to respond to them within 1 working day. That's the sort of thing you should have. But the key thing is having a separate URL. Now I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Let's look at another one. I've pre-filled this one in. I click send message. Notice the URL up here. Nothing's changed to say that that's an inquiry. It's just a thanks, we'll be in touch soon, which is a bit vague anyway. Similar to here, here's another form. It says contact us here at the moment, get in touch. And it gives you a thank you message, but no change up here. And here's why that's important. If we go back to the original one where we actually filled something in their case, they've got a view of, let's just look at a few days. And they can see the people who got to the thank you page and what they looked at page by page first of all. So this was me in this case. This was someone else and seeing what they looked at page by page before they made contact, as with this one, and so on. So what you're doing is you're building up a picture of where inquiries came from, where they can be tracked. This one is an example of someone who came from Google Ads from this keyword, landed there, spent this long on each page, got to the contact form and made contact. And that's highly trackable when you do it that way. So when you get inquiries that are coming in, don't just be happy with the inquiry. You want to link them back. If you haven't got a thank you URL, you can't see where that person came from in the first place. Not easily. So what you can see here is this is the form that was submitted. So in this case, I get copied into them so I can track where they came from. This is the fake one I filled in, 14/18 on this date. And you can cross-reference that to this here and what the person looked at, in this case me, page by page, before filling in that form. And when you do this consistently over a period of time, you can start going back to your data and thinking, okay, let's look at 1 week, for example, and start to get a feel for where these people came from. So we're looking at a 1 week view here. We've got 31 forms filled in, and we know that this person had looked for garden landscaping companies, and that's what they did page by page as they went through the website and they made contact at this time. And if that was a good contact and that lead became a sale, we would then know the person who got to thank you here came from Google Ads. And when we start recording that information, that puts us in a very strong position to start understanding what's working and what's not working.